Sri Lanka was just voted the #1 travel destination for 2025 by Globe Trender magazine. And in October 2023, after 2 years of full-time travel, this was our most adventurous trip ever. A month exploring this incredible country before settling in Thailand and having our beautiful daughter. This is the story of our journey, one filled with epic landscapes, unforgettable encounters, and the freedom of the open road. First, we explored Colombo with a local, diving into the city's energy, street food, and warm hospitality. Welligama was our home for a week, surfing, working remotely, and soaking up the sun. In Galle, we woke up to ocean waves in a stunning beachfront Airbnb, pure paradise. Driving through Yala National Park, we came face to face with a wild elephant, a truly heart-stopping moment. The mountain town of Yala stole our hearts, with lush tea plantations, misty hills, and breathtaking hikes. Before reaching Kandy, we took the scenic train ride to Nuwara Eliya, Sri Lanka's Little England, filled with rolling tea plantations, cool mountain air, and some of the best tea we've ever tasted. We treated ourselves to a luxury stay in Kandy, which was absolute bliss, before staying with a local family in Habarana, which was truly special, and climbing Sigiyara, unforgettable. Sri Lanka truly was an adventure of a lifetime, and if you've ever thought about visiting, join us as we take you through the full journey, every moment, every challenge, and every unforgettable experience.
The city feels so dark when no one's around.
All right, guys, we are currently at the Bangkok airport. We are about to head to Colombo, Sri Lanka. This is our first time heading to the country. We're very, very excited.
Yeah, we've heard honestly mixed reviews about Sri Lanka. If you follow the news, you'll probably know that they've gone through a bit of a hard time lately. They've had protests and a lot of problems financially, and there are travel warnings against going to Sri Lanka, both from the Canadian and Australian government. But we want to see what it's like actually for ourselves. Like, we've seen other people's content in Sri Lanka and it looks really awesome, so we're keen to go check it out for ourselves. We've got a food tour and a city tour lined up in Colombo, so we're pretty excited.
Yeah, really excited to have a local showing us around. It's going to be awesome. It looks like our flight is boarding right now, though, so we better go.
It's always up in the air with you,
Alright, we just arrived last night at the Grand Bell Hotel here in Colombo. We booked it using our frequent flyer points, so it was free, but I had a look online and it's about $70 or $80 a night, and it is like 5-star. I wasn't expecting it to be this good. There's a really awesome gym with a sauna and a hot tub, and our room, it's like ultra modern. Even the toilet is like a robot. Not at all what I was expecting to get in Sri Lanka so far. First impressions, pretty good. We're gonna just chill out in the hotel today because we have a full day of exploring Colombo tomorrow. We've got a local guide who's gonna take us around on a tuk-tuk We're going to go see all of the city in the morning, and then the afternoon we're going to do like a food tour. So we're just taking it in today, chilling out, having a bit of a rest because we had a travel day yesterday.
What's your name?
Nasir. Nasir.
Nasir?
Yeah.
Mandy.
Okay.
That's Lloyd. Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet
And what was the name of the restaurant you're going to take us to?
Barracuda. Seafood
Barracuda.
restaurant here.
Okay. Are we getting treated like royalty everywhere we go?
This is incredible. Like it stopped raining for a minute, so we left the hotel to go get some drone footage of the train tracks and like the beach. This guy pulls up and starts talking to us, and I asked him if the restaurant across the road was any good because we were going to go there, and he said no, there's a better place on the beach called Barracuda, seafood. And then we got here and they've set up a table and chairs on the beach, like we're the only people here. There's kids playing soccer over there, like it's awesome. First Sri Lankan meal. I've been eating a lot of curry in Thailand, but this is different. This is a Sri Lankan red curry, and it has a papadum and these greens with it and chutney.
Looks delicious.
It does, and look how dark this curry is.
Looks almost purple.
Yeah. He warned me that it was spicy. So, and generally things that are that dark are very spicy.
Yeah. Good luck.
Sri Lankan curry was very good. Very different to Thai curry. Very, very spicy. But I like it. I'm going to keep ordering it. I think we're going to go home and then we'll get up early and do this big tour of Colombo. It's about to rain again.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't rain all day tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Good touch.
Good start to the day.
All right, we just got picked up by our new friend Habib, who's going to be taking us on a tour around Colombo. Not the best weather for it, but we're doing it anyway. It's still going to be a great day, I think. We just got in trouble for trying to take a towel with us from the hotel.
Yeah, the manager wasn't too happy with us. I think he thought we were trying to steal it. I don't know.
Yeah, even though it's soaking wet outside, but that's okay. excited to see the city. Veed's gonna show us a bunch of different spots, and then later we're gonna head for a food tour, which is gonna be awesome.
Tonight. Hopefully the rain will clear up. I think it will. It was like this yesterday morning and it ended up being pretty good.
Yeah.
Right, we're getting the roof open now because it's stopped raining a little bit, which will make it even better, I think.
This is awesome.
This is way better.
This is Wolfendal Church. It's built 1749 by Dutch peoples. Okay. Inside not graves. Okay, like a graves. These all Dutch letters. You can't read that.
Yeah. You're not buried.
No. So one of the Dutch citizen came here. That time he read and said to me, this is who was the governor in Dutch period and which place he was. That only mentioned here.
The governor?
Governor, Dutch colonial governor.
He's only 28.
Yes. The born year and which year died, that kind of histories.
Not very old.
Yes.
So they have what's basically gravestones engraved on the ground here in the church. And I'm having a look at them and like all of them are in their 20s or 30s, which I think is just like a reminder that people didn't used to live very long back then. I think living into your 30s is like a full life back in the day, which now it's considered like very young.
There's so much history in here. Kavi just told us that they still have active services in here every Sunday, which is amazing. You really feel like you've gone back in time. Hey, it's beautiful.
I hope you enjoy this place.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you. Everyone's smiling and waving at us. It's so awesome. I can't believe how friendly everyone is here.
Yeah, not that like people aren't friendly in other countries, but it's just like overwhelmingly nice here.
Yeah. Oh, that scared me so bad.
Wow.
Actual photograph.
Wow.
Here. The same table. See? Original same.
That was so spooky.
Yeah, see? Look likely.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Do you like?
Okay.
Sit here.
All those sit and take.
Sit and take.
Okay.
And write down.
And write my name. Okay. So this is the road that we were just looking at.
Yeah, Main Street, this area, this one. Dutch colonial Colombo map. That is the Dutch letters. Okay. This is the ocean. Okay. This is fort. This is the port area. Okay. So middle of the Colombo was very big lake. That all lake reclaimed by British. Now this whole area land.
Really?
Yeah. Now we have a small lake only from old Parliament to Gangarame Buddhist temple area lake only. I show you that one also lake. Mobile vehicle library.
Oh, okay.
Made in France.
Cool. What's that?
Courts,
Yeah.
lawyers, prisoner going inside.
Can I stand in it?
Yeah, why not?
And then the judge asks the question. Wow.
Right, we're heading down into a local market. Very local, very busy. Really cool buses, lots going on.
This one we are calling lady's finger, someone calling ogra. So mostly Americans change the name.
Yeah.
Oh. What's this big
This
one?
is, yeah, I am going to tell you. So this is we are calling snake guard. Okay, it's looking like a snake, so that we are calling like that. So this is a snake. This is drumstick. Okay, we are calling drumstick. It's like a herbal. Okay, it's good for the human body. Okay. Someone calling bitter melon. Okay, because very bitter this one. It's like a crocodile. This is a
Not a
herbal
potato.
potato.
A herbal potato.
Herbal potato, okay?
Why is it so big?
We don't know, madam.
Oh.
So this is a herbal. Mostly piles problem peoples and pregnant ladies also eating this one. Okay? After cut off like that, you
Yeah.
can keep long days.
Okay.
Sick potato.
Sri Lanka coconut.
Oh, it looks very different. It's very hairy. So many fruits and veggies I've never seen here before, and they're all medicine. It's incredible.
So this is a menu. You can choose any fruit juice here.
Okay.
So this is all mostly Indian sweets. Okay. So
Oh, these are cool.
yes.
Any juice?
Yes, why not? You can choose.
Thank you. What was this called again?
Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun, yes.
Okay. We like this one. Yeah.
technique.
Yeah.
Very good.
This is a red mosque. It's built 1908 by Indian Muslims in British colonial time. Okay, here can pray 15,000 people inside. Okay, but at the moment this management limited 10,000. Okay,
It's all just prayer rooms, is it?
yeah, all prayer rooms. Okay, this kind of prayer rooms have around the building. Okay, 6-story building and steps, wood doors, windows, everything. Sri Lankan take wood. Mayo potato.
Potatoes.
Mayo potato.
Can I take one?
Yeah, yeah. Why not? One minute. Good.
Salty and good.
Okay, now we are going to
Is this one made of wood as well?
so cement.
Cement.
Cement and stones. So this is got Shivan temple, that is got Ganesh temple.
And that's why the elephant's out the front.
Yes, yes.
Very beautiful. I feel like I'm in a pageant or something. Everyone's waving at me up here. So far, I'm a little bit confused why there's a travel warning here, considering everyone's been so lovely and I've felt completely safe since we've been here. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Okay, so we just arrived at actually the same spot we were going to go to last night. We were standing across the road, but a random tuk-tuk driver came up and basically said it's no good here, he's going to take us to another spot, and I'm just realizing we got hustled.
What are you trying there?
The white tea. That's the no caffeine. That's pretty good.
Yeah?
Sort of, it's almost like chamomile.
Nice.
Very light.
And this one is...
Yeah, extra special. This was the strong one? High grade.
Is that the tropical one? You were excited to try that one.
Tastes just like the smell.
Yeah.
Yes. Alright, we just did a tea tasting experience. He actually explained how all the tea is made, which I had no idea that all these different types of tea were all just black tea. Repackaged as like chai, Earl Grey. It's all the same tea basically, but just the way they grow it and harvest it is different. So it's all got caffeine and everything in it. Interesting.
This is a Independence Memorial Hall. We got independence 1948 from British. After the independence, Sri Lankan government built this memorial hall. Started built 1948, completed 1953. Here we are celebrating government events only, like Independence Day, Cultures Day on. Yeah.
All right, we started the food part of the tour. It's a separate tour, but we're doing it all at once. And we're starting with a coffee experience, which I need. I need a coffee. What is it? They're what?
Raw beans.
Raw beans.
Yeah, before roasting, the beans would be like this.
That's what they look like?
Yeah.
No idea.
I didn't know that. It's nice.
Okay, so apparently Sri Lanka is the only place in the world that actually produces cinnamon. So if it comes from anywhere else in the world, it's called cassia. I'm about to eat some here. That's a bit strange.
This one is really good for your body and also, you know, cleanses your system entirely. It's really good.
Ooh, that looks really nice.
That smells awesome.
Smells delicious, right?
I love vanilla.
Alright, next spot's the juice spot. We're gonna try some fresh juice here.
How's that?
Very good taste, ma'am.
Avocado juice. I don't think I've ever had avocado. It's actually not bad. Yeah, better than that. You should try it.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
I like that more than that one.
Same.
Yeah, that's like, it's almost like chocolatey.
Oh, I think when you drink avocado juice, that's delicious. It sounds weird, but
It's like a milkshake or like more like a smoothie, but it's, yeah, it's really nice texture. It's really good.
give me some more.
It's like a little prawn taco.
Yeah. I asked what the red bit is. He said just chili, so I don't know. Very good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Not too spicy.
What a nice spot to eat.
Awesome. This thing's delicious, whatever it is. Look at that. Prawn tostada.
Yeah.
We're just about to eat here and a train started coming past. Does anybody ever get hit by the train?
Yeah. That is Sri Lankan culture.
There's no like barrier or anything, everyone's just always walking on.
We always sit and go on the footboard.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh, wow. eating with our hands is something we've got to get used to, but it's really, really good.
Once you get used to it, it's okay. It's weird.
I feel rude even though it's normal, but this is very good food. Get a lot of questions from you guys about like vegan and vegetarian food. There's so many options here that are vegan and vegetarian. And Kavit told us that it's a very friendly place for that. So keep that in mind if you are wondering if you want to come travel to Sri Lanka.
I'm not sure if we're going anywhere else after this, we'll see, but it's been an awesome day so far. We've done everything.
Yeah, I feel like we've been here a week already after today. We've done so much. It's been the best tour. All right, we are just about to check out of our hotel here in Colombo, and we're going to jump on a train down to Welligama. It's about a 3-hour train ride. Lloyd booked it through One2Go Asia. Only about $8 each, which is pretty reasonable, I think. I think it's going to be an amazing train ride. It looks like it goes right along the coastline all the way down there. We're really excited to get down there. The weather's not too bad at the moment, so I think it'll be a very pleasant ride. We'll take you guys for the adventure. And we're staying at an awesome co-working, co-living space. We've actually stayed at one of these locations in Bali. It's called Outpost. So I'll show you guys that. And Welligama is meant to be amazing. We've had so many recommendations to go there. So let's see what it's like.
Okay, so I wanted to get a tuk-tuk to the train station, but I didn't think all that stuff would fit. And they actually have Uber here, and it's really cheap. It's like $2 to get to the train station. But I didn't realise the Uber was going to be the size of a tuk-tuk. Alright, so our train leaves in like an hour and 20 minutes. And I'm just hoping that's enough time because we have to take basically our ticket confirmation and get a real ticket. And I'm just hoping it's not like chaos at the train station. I have a feeling it's going to be though. So fingers crossed, everything goes smooth. This is the only train to Welligama today. So if we don't get on that, I mean, we're probably going to get an Uber to Welligama. I'm really surprised they have Uber in Sri Lanka. I was not expecting that. They don't have it anywhere else in Asia really. Picked up our ticket. That was actually really easy. So now we've got an hour to kill. But we'll find the platform.
Prepared.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a first class or second class option, but on One2Go Asia it only actually let me choose first class. I'm not sure why. We were told second class is actually better because you can move around and see more, like on the way down. But we had to book the first class, which I think means we have like an assigned seat and probably can't move. As long as we get on the right side of the train, we should have a good view. We've got to figure out how to do that. We also decided to board here at the Colombo Fort train station because it's the beginning of the train journey, and that's because we wanted to get a good seat. So otherwise we could have just probably walked out the front of our hotel and got the train from there, but it would have been like packed already, so I'd rather be first on, I think.
Definitely a lot of history at this train station. I love seeing all the children getting ready to go to school. They look so beautiful in their white uniforms. Remember when I was a kid, I wanted a uniform so bad. I think it looks so nice. It'd be so much easier to not have to pick what to wear. Pretty much wear a uniform now.
Did you get any of that on camera?
I think so.
That was chaos, man. I thought we weren't going to get on. Everyone's squeezing on at the same time. I had 2 suitcases, and the train left as soon as we got on. Which station to get off because there's no signs or anything and they don't say anything. But looking at maps, we're pretty close to Welligama, so we're just going to get off at the next stop, whenever that is, and hope for the best. And hope we can get a taxi or something.
And because of the economic crisis that is going on at the moment, there's very little, there's restrictions on electricity, so there's very, very little lighting. It's so dark outside.
It's actually taken like an hour longer than what we thought it was going to take, so I didn't think it was going to be dark when we got here. It's been 4 hours.
Thank you so much. Look at the swans. Cute.
Oh, you can hear the ocean from there.
Oh, it's going to be amazing to wake up here.
Good morning from Welligama. We arrived last night and it was honestly pissing down rain, like so hard, so we didn't really get to see much of the area. We checked into our hotel here. We're staying at Outpost, which is a co-working and co-living spot. We've stayed at other outposts in Bali, in Ubud and Canggu, and we decided to stay here again because it's the perfect place for us as digital nomads who work while we're traveling to get stuff done but also be comfortable. They've got like a co-working area here. They've got a cafe and a kitchen where you can order lunch and dinner. We had a really good dinner last night. Actually really great food and not too expensive. It's right on the beach here. There's a pool. So essentially like you don't have to leave here if you don't want to. But we're going to jump on a bike and we're going to check out the area. Hopefully the rain holds off for us a little bit. It's forecast to be pretty wet the next couple of days and then it's clearing up. But we're just going to see how we go over the next few days and hopefully be able to explore this area because it's a place we've wanted to come to for a long time and it looks really cool from what I've seen so far. I just went for a walk on the beach. So we're going to jump on a bike and check it out now.
That was so good. We just had lunch at a place called Moochie's. It was recommended to us by our friends Tal and Mads. Definitely check out their channel. They make incredible videos. The van life girls, they travel as well. We'll leave a link to their channel down in the description. They're good friends of ours.
We're going to try and explore a little bit today, but the forecast is very wet for today and tomorrow. Hopefully, well, it looks like it's clearing up after that, so we'll see what we can do. So he gave me...
This one is not valid.
Yeah.
You talk him by corner. Okay.
I didn't know, yeah. I'll tell him. Thank you.
You are saying
This
class.
insurance...
That we just got.
September, yeah.
So he gave us, wow.
I just got this bike today.
Yeah.
tell him.
You talk him by corner.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, same travel.
Thank you. Gotta tell him.
Yeah.
We'll head back.
So the weather has finally cleared up. We've just come down the beach just in front of Outpost where we're staying. Unfortunately there is quite a bit of rubbish here. It's a little bit sad. Has potential to be such a nice beach, but there is a lot of rubbish on the beach. Sort of the reality of a lot of the beaches in Asia. I wish there was more that we could do to help. I might actually grab a bag today and pick up some stuff out the front of where we are. Lots of surfers out though. That's the thing to do here is surfing and yoga. That's pretty much it. It's a very laid back, quiet place to hang out. But there's also a little bit of a party scene, it seems. We've heard a lot of people partying as well.
Yeah. There's a lot of party hostels here. But like there's no nightclubs or anything really. It's more just cafes and restaurants. It's more of a chill vibe, I feel like. If you're not surfing here, it's probably honestly not that much to do, really.
Yeah. So this isn't all rubbish. There's also like coconuts and things in here, but yeah, a lot of rubbish.
Oi!
Hey! Hello! Hey, sweetheart! Hi! You wanna come for a walk?
As you can see, we just got pulled over by the police for the first time. They were actually really nice. There was just one cop and he was really friendly. He just told us that basically my Australian license isn't good here and that I need to get a temporary Sri Lankan license, which I think he said is for 60 days, and you just get it in Colombo. You can I had to look it up and you can actually apply online. So I'm going to do that, and hopefully we don't get pulled over again, because he told me it's a 25,000 rupee fine, which is about $60 or $70. I was really surprised that he didn't try and shake us down at all. He didn't threaten to take us to the station and ask for a bribe, which is what they do in every other country. This is the first time we've been in Asia and been pulled over where they don't try and bribe you, which is honestly pretty cool. I feel like he had an opportunity to make money and didn't. He just let us off with a warning. But now I'm hoping we don't get pulled over again before we get our license. I'm hoping we don't get the same police officer, because he'll be disappointed probably, and he'll probably give us a fine. He also looked at our registration, which was expired a month ago, which I didn't realise. I'm going to have to go visit the bike shop I got our bike from and have a word to him, because I'm driving around an uninsured motorbike, which I didn't realise. All in all, if you're coming to Sri Lanka and you're gonna ride a motorbike, get a temporary license or an international driver's permit. The police are really friendly, but don't make that an excuse to just break the law. I don't think you should take it for granted. It's easy enough to get a temporary license, so do that. We didn't know before we got here. Thankfully the police officer was good about it. So we've learned our lesson and we're going to get that sorted out now.
So we're gonna head back to Outpost. I'm actually gonna ask them if I was to pick up rubbish here, is it just gonna get thrown back in the ocean? Is it a waste of time to even pick it up? Or if I spend the day picking up rubbish, is there collection? I'm just really curious what the system is here, so I'm gonna figure that out now.
Everyone I met before felt like a problem to ease. Wrote out my name on your wall when I typed in.
Okay, we've just come down the main beach here in Welligama. It's where all the little surf schools and surf lessons are. Looks like it's about $20 for a surf lesson, and it's a really nice wave for learning on, I think. Lloyd and I have decided that surfing just isn't really our jam. We've tried many times to get into it, and we don't love it. I love the atmosphere, I love being around it. I love the vibe of surfing, but it's just not my thing. I prefer yoga and I prefer to swim or hang out on the beach. But if you're into surfing, this is probably the best place to come to learn. I definitely think if I was going to go on a holiday to learn how to surf, this is where I would come, because it's not that busy and everyone's a beginner that's out there, it looks like. And there's just so many easy rolling waves. It's not that hectic, really mellow. The beach is also a lot cleaner here. It seems that it gets cleaned up every day, which is a lot better down this way than where we're staying. But we were also told that during down season that it doesn't get cleaned up as often, which makes sense, and I think the rain and the storms bring in a lot more rubbish than normal. So in high season it'll probably be a lot cleaner, to keep that in mind. I did do a bit of a pickup of rubbish this morning and cleaned up just near where we're staying. But unfortunately in countries like this, they don't exactly have the infrastructure to manage the garbage. So picking it up is great, it cleans up the beach, but essentially they don't have waste management like we do back in Canada or Australia. And I did read online that because of a large population increase in the metropolitan area, they're having even more trouble managing the rubbish. So there's been an increase of garbage washing up onto the beach. So just something to keep in mind as well. If you are coming, like especially us that get to benefit off of places that are a bit more affordable to come to like this, if you have time just to fill up a bag and throw it out, like it made me feel good today, and I feel like it's a good way that we can give back to communities that we get to benefit off coming and spending time at. You could count the reasons to make brand new ones. I don't like me leaving with my mess on yours. I swear I wanted you around, but my head is a tough crowd. I've been going back where we started, hoping there's something to learn. I left all of this disregarded when calling you up felt rehearsed. So though I'm never like this, with you I could fall. Mouth on the concrete, but a smile on yours. You know I could count my sins and absolve them with more. Thought I was a pessimist, but maybe I was born. So I guess we're heathens running for more. I could count the reasons you could call me yours. I don't like these evenings where I go off course. I swear I wanted you loud, but my brain's always too proud. So I guess we're pieces of some life misdrawn. You could count the reasons to make brand new ones. I don't like me.
Alright, we just put our things down here on this bench near the bushes at this beach, Jungle Beach. We were about to go for a swim and a lady came over. She's a tourist and she said, just letting you know, like, they've been robbed twice here by leaving their stuff on this bench. People come from behind the bushes and take things, which seems crazy, but I believe her. And she said the police were nice, they helped her out, but just to warn us, like, she thinks there's maybe one person who's doing it in the area. So we're gonna pack up our stuff and bring it down on the beach. We had a GoPro, camera, drone, backpack, everything here. Luckily she was here and told us, otherwise that could have been bad. Alright, we just made it to Cheeky Monkeys, which is this epic spot right on the beach. It has a really good view of the sunset, as you can probably see behind us. This is like one of the main party spots in Welligama, but it's really quiet right now. I was just talking to the manager and he said they only opened last week, so they have like an opening party and it's still sort of just kicking off the season. So I don't know if many people are going to show up tonight, but we're going to have a couple of beers and something to eat and watch this sunset. He actually asked if I was from Russia, and it's the third time in about 2 weeks that somebody's asked if me and Mandy are from Russia. And I asked him, like, why is that? And he said, oh, you guys look Russian. So I don't know, maybe something about the two of us together looks Russian. I'm not too sure. But we're gonna enjoy a couple of drinks and some dinner here. Okay, the beer here is actually really cold, which is like one of the key things you need. Had trouble since we've been in Sri Lanka getting a cold drink, so this is spot on.
I haven't had a beer in so long. This tastes amazing.
You haven't had a beer in like a month or more, maybe?
Quite a while. I can't remember.
we've both not been drinking much at all. I've had a couple of beers here and there, but we've really not been drinking. We actually, yesterday, got really sick for one day.
Yeah, we bounced back way quicker than usual. Not drinking is the key.
Yeah, like Mandy even threw up. I had a really bad headache, and we both felt sick, and we got worried that we'd come down with something. We did what we wouldn't usually do, which is we just did absolutely nothing. We rested all day, we drank heaps of water, ate good food, and slept, and we bounced back. I think the old us would have just pushed through and like kept working and wanting to get stuff done, but we kind of learned our lesson from traveling the last couple of years.
Yeah, rest is so important. Okay guys, welcome back to another video. We're currently in a tuk-tuk, which was completely unplanned. We had ordered an Uber to come pick us up to take us to Galle from Welligama, but two of them didn't show up. They actually just drove straight past us and then just canceled the trip. But we had it, luckily there was an abundance of tuk-tuk drivers standing with us while we were waiting. So we've just jumped in the tuk-tuk. Something to keep in mind, that Uber is not reliable here whatsoever.
Yeah, so they have a thing called Zip, Intercity Uber. So you can get an Uber from one city to another. It's a really cheap way of traveling that's like a lot more convenient than a train or a bus or a tuk-tuk. So we decided to give it a go. Probably wouldn't do that again because we waited for about 45 minutes. The first one took about 25 minutes to come and then just cancelled right before he got there. The other one was about 15 minutes and literally drove past us while we were waving and then cancelled for some reason. But it's all good because we had beers.
Having a beer while we drive, it's about an hour drive to our next destination. We're sort of treating ourselves to a really, really nice beach house for a few days. I'm so excited. We're a little bit burnt out. We've been moving around pretty quickly.
For about 3 or 4 weeks now.
Yeah, just needing a little bit of downtime, so I think this will be really good for us. And the place looks beautiful, so we'll give you guys a little bit of a tour. And also we're gonna take a bit of a rest day there as well, but then check out Galle. We know that there's like a really cool turtle hatchery. We might check that out. And we're just gonna see what else is in the area. We don't really know what else we're gonna do there, but see what we can find. You've already got your relax mode on. Oh my goodness, this place is incredible. I didn't realize how close it was to the water. Like you can walk straight out to the beach. Definitely going to be able to recharge here over the next couple days. Man, I feel lucky. Okay, good morning from Galle at Indie Beach House. We both got up this morning, did yoga, went for jogs on the beach. It's just been like the perfect morning, and now we've had breakfast prepared for us, which feels very bougie. Feel very lucky. The staff here are incredible. Let's see what they've made for us. Ooh, we even got a little smoothie there. Nice.
Very nice.
This looks incredible. Thank you. All right, one of the bigger reasons we wanted to stay here is because there's laundry. If you look behind me, all of our clothing has been pulled out of our suitcases. We need to do a lot of laundry. We get a lot of questions about regular stuff like that from you guys. Sometimes it's a challenge, especially because it takes a while for stuff to dry and then you have to like put it back in your suitcase. But yeah, some housekeeping and chores to do when you're a nomad. Sometimes you gotta wash stuff in the shower. Not always easy. Sometimes stuff's dirty, but we make it work.
That's why Unbound Merino is so good, because we only have to wash that like once a month. Whereas normal like cotton clothes, we're washing like once a week. It sucks.
Yeah. Anyway, so we'll get that done today. And then hopefully we can enjoy a little bit of sunshine. Fingers crossed. The worst part about laundry day is having nothing good to wear. I look like such a bum today. All right. Should we do this, honey?
Yeah. We're here in this house to have a little bit of chill time, a little bit of downtime, and get organised before we hit the road again. After this, we've actually rented a tuk-tuk for the rest of our trip. So we're going to be going from here, pretty much all around the south coast and up into central Sri Lanka in a tuk-tuk. The problem is I've never driven a tuk-tuk before. It's a little bit different to a motorbike, different to a car, like with the gears and stuff. So the company we rented off is called tuktukrental.com. And they're actually really good because they rent these tuk-tuks from locals and the money goes to the locals as well. So you're sort of supporting local businesses and local tuk-tuk owners as well as getting a tuk-tuk for yourself. So we're going to go grab the tuk-tuk and get a little bit of a driving lesson because I have no idea how to drive this thing. So we'll see how it goes.
I know you all really want to see me drive it, but there's no chance in hell that I'm doing that. So I'm gonna be passenger princess, and it's actually coming with a Bluetooth speaker, so I'll just be in charge of the music and the sightseeing and filming for you guys.
And also, to drive a tuk-tuk legally here, you do need a license. We did mention that in the last video. We got pulled over by the police and we didn't have the right license. So this company actually organizes a local license for you. It's fully legitimate and it lasts for 3 months. You just have to send in like your license and some paperwork and stuff. So even if Mandy wanted to drive, she's not allowed.
Damn.
Not that I'd let you anyway.
I wouldn't let me. I'm not confident.
See our new whip.
So excited. Hi, Emmy.
Hi, Emmy.
Nice to meet you.
Lloyd.
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Fine.
This is our tuk-tuk,
Yes.
huh?
Beautiful.
Very nice. Oh, my license. Cool. Got my driver's license.
Awesome.
Yes, this is me.
Nice.
Wearing your wristband.
Yeah.
Put that in here? Yeah. Okay. So if the police pull me over, I show them this. Got a Bluetooth speaker.
Cool.
Light.
Oh, and it lights up.
It's only switch on like a motorbike.
Oh, so you just fill in the main tank
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
switch that. Always use handbrake or just
When you park.
on a hill?
Yes.
Yeah,
When you
okay.
park, it's a clutch cable, extra clutch cable and tool. double safety.
Nice.
Right?
Okay.
Sometimes when you're trying the bumpy road, sometimes it's more trying.
Okay.
We have to dance, so to double safety.
Yeah.
Right?
Cool.
So, first one, very important.
Very important.
This
Sri
is
Lanka.
communication. Communication. I'm here, I'm coming, I'm going to turn, I'm going to overtake. Right? Indicator. Left or right. This front and back.
This isn't bad. We've got just enough room here.
Perfect.
Yeah. Right. Alright, perfect.
You're a natural, honey.
It's very easy actually. Easier than I thought.
That's good.
Open the gate.
Would you say that Sri Lankan people want more tourists to come?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very exciting because not like last year. This is just much better.
Yeah.
You know. Normally we think this is a low season. Actually, Sri Lanka have a season, right?
Yes.
No high season, low season, but everyone talking about that low season. But now, from
Yeah. Okay. You're doing it, honey.
Doing it.
Okay.
this business, tuk-tuk rental.
Yeah.
We are help to locals. They have tuk-tuks, they buy the tuk-tuk and rent with us. We are renting the foreigners. 75% income automatically they will get.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So extra income.
Yes.
So normally one local guy to the taxi service.
Yes.
His energy, he wastes the time, fuel, right?
Yeah.
And taking more time for earning money.
Yeah.
But here, he rented us, right? Normally, he can work part-time job like that. Some monthly, he get a big amount.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he can
tourist-
work and
yes,
rent out his
yes,
tuk-tuk.
yes.
Okay.
Sometimes a lot of for tourists, they know they are straightly help to
Yeah.
local people. Some tourists don't know, but I'm explaining to them.
Yeah.
Very surprised. Yeah, they help to local people.
Yeah.
Right. They are normally they like foreigners like to help to
Help.
local.
We
right?
do, yes.
So it's very really good work. I'm very proud working here.
Oh, I love that. Great. Wow, I'm so impressed, Lloyd. You're natural. Great lesson, Emmy. Thank you.
If anyone watching wants to drive a tuk-tuk, it's very easy actually. I would say it's easier than a motorbike. Somewhere in between a car and a motorbike.
Cool.
Yeah.
This is awesome because it feels like we just have like a car. Now we can go to the grocery store. We're gonna go get actual groceries and cook for ourselves tonight, which feels like such a luxury. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
Aren't you so excited to hit the road?
Yeah, I can't wait. I want to go now, but let's just relax for the next 2 days and get caught up in everything because things are going to get hectic
Crazy.
and fast-paced.
I really can't think of a better way to see the country. Like even just that couple minutes driving down the street, like you can see so much more from a tuk-tuk or like a scooter than you can from being on the train or in a car. Oh, I'm so excited. We're gonna see so much. Okay, we're just about to jump in the tuk-tuk and head to the supermarket. I feel like a real local today. See how we go driving it on our own for the first time, or Lloyd driving it on our own, on his own.
I'll be right.
So let's see what the supermarket's like.
Yeah, we didn't have much luck at the supermarket in Welligama. Like there wasn't really, maybe we just didn't find it, but there wasn't like a real supermarket where you could get like fresh produce and meat and veg and stuff. Now that we have our own house for a couple of days, I'd actually like to cook healthy food
Yes.
instead of eating out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I love the Sri Lankan food, but it doesn't love me that much.
Not sitting so well in our bellies, even though it's very tasty. Yeah, something in the ingredients not sitting so well.
Chili.
Yeah.
It's a chili.
It's the chili. So where we're staying is actually on the outskirts of Galle. We didn't realize that Galle is like a actual city in comparison to Welligama. We both just assumed that it was going to be like a small surfer beach town as well, but we were very wrong. So just heading in there now, it's much busier. Might be a bit more full on in the tuk-tuk, but like I said, we're driving so slow that it doesn't really feel scary, and everyone just goes around you anyway, so not too bad.
Let's go check out the supermarket.
Yeah, let's do it.
We got no idea what we're doing.
So usually while we've been in Asia, I've been able to go to Sephora in all the major cities. There definitely is not a Sephora here. And we are out of moisturizer. So gonna have to try a supermarket one, which luckily a lot of it's in English. While we were on our tour in Colombo, we learned about how powerful saffron is and the healing powers of it. And this is a saffron moisturizer, so I'm gonna see if it's any good.
Okay, not the best selection of groceries here so far. We haven't really been able to find a market that has like really good produce and meat. I mean, I'm comparing it to Thailand, but we did the best we could. I think we did it alright. We got lunch and dinner for the next few days. Breakfast is sorted at our villa anyway. It comes with the villa, which is cool. They cook us breakfast. I'm just happy we don't have to eat out for every meal for a couple of days.
Me too.
Yeah, it gets a bit tiring.
Yeah.
All of that, we got basically 3 days worth of food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, everything for like...
Also like skincare and extra stuff as well though.
Yeah, that was about 35 bucks. It's pretty good.
That was very good.
Yeah. Now let's see if we can find a bottle shop and get maybe some wine or something for our roast dinner tonight.
The security guard in there really seemed to take a liking to us. He was like pointing out all of his favorite foods in every section, telling us what he liked. Couldn't understand him very well, but he was very helpful, and he helped us pick out these nice popcorns. We'll have them as a snack while we're looking for a bottle shop.
Got it.
How much?
3,700.
Okay.
It's like 10 bucks maybe.
Nice. Full on. The grip on the handle where Lloyd's trying to change gears keeps slipping. It's not secure, so he keeps stalling. And everyone's beeping their horns at us, and it's so busy it's a bit stressful.
Look at this joint.
we're gonna attempt to cook ourselves a roast tonight. Doing our best with what's available in here. They have everything, but they just cook different meals than we normally do. I don't think roast is usually a Sri Lankan meal. While we're cooking, we thought we would answer some frequently asked questions that are constantly getting sent through to us in the comments and on our Instagram account as well. Okay, first question is, what is our favorite country?
Right, it probably changes sometimes, but right now probably Thailand.
Yeah.
Thailand kind of has everything. It's affordable. It's got like a very strong Asian culture, but still like a lot of Western stuff, so it's very easy to live there.
Yeah, yeah. Next question is about our sweet bear. So if you've been following our channel, you know we have our chocolate Labrador named Bear. He was featured in a lot of videos while we were doing RV life. He came to Mexico with us and up into Canada. So he's still currently in Canada at the moment, living his absolute best life. One of my close friends in Canada owns a pet resort. It's called Shuswap Pet Resort. He's loving it there. He gets to run with a quad and tons of other dogs and swim in the river every single day. There's a lot going on behind the scenes for Lloyd and I, some things that we can't exactly share with everyone yet. We're sort of just figuring future steps with Bear. He will be joining us again. We can't put an exact date on it, but he will be with us again one day. But at the moment, he's like at Dog Disneyland, basically. So don't worry about him. If you like to see updates about Bear, you can head to our Instagram. I share updates, what he's up to quite often. I will say probably the hardest part of living this digital nomad lifestyle is being away from Bear and I guess family, like Lloyd's family. It's been, it's quite challenging. So yeah, being away from him. Honestly, I woke up yesterday and wasn't feeling my best. It kind of really got to me yesterday, but that's just part of life, I guess. Most people that do work away would understand that it's just a sacrifice that you have to make. You have to miss people and animals and pets sometimes. It's just part of it.
Yeah, it's a weird thing because we don't have a home, but sometimes we feel homesick and it's like we don't know where for.
Yeah.
But I think it's just being settled and having like relationships and family and stuff around it is the feeling. But it feels like homesickness.
Yes, yeah. So another question we always get from you guys is if we want kids. And
we get that question like weekly.
Yeah, you guys seem really concerned whether or not we're going to have children or not. I mean, we want to. I hope we're blessed enough to be able to have them in the future. We are not in a position to have children at the moment. We want to make sure that we're settled. We have a few goals that we want to tick off before we bring kids into the world, if we're blessed enough to be able to. Yes, but we do definitely both want kids. We've always talked about having children, just not yet.
We've got a long-term plan for this business. It's only 2 years old and we think we can get it to a stage where those sorts of things are things we can do.
Yeah.
Like be more settled and still have this business, as well as like we have other dream businesses we want to create, but it's a few years away.
Yeah.
Or a couple.
Yeah. One of the biggest reasons that Lloyd and I wanted to create passive income online was so we could both be present parents one day, because can you get good Australian wine in Bali? Aussies, you are alcoholics.
Okay, so we've had a few Australians email us and DM us asking about like getting wine and stuff in Bali, Vietnam, Thailand. You can get it everywhere actually, and it's not that expensive.
No.
No.
And the last question for today is it worth visiting Bangkok if I only have a short amount of time?
100%.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Check out our friend Chon, actually. He'd be the perfect person to show you around in a short amount of time. He knows the city like the back of his hand. He knows the best places to go to, and you would have the best time. I think yeah, your time would be best spent having a local show you around if you have a short amount of time. But honestly, you can't go wrong. We love Bangkok. How are we looking?
Well, I'm peeling it with a knife. Are we cooked? I think so. You reckon?
I think so.
I think so.
All right, we're gonna eat this dinner, but tomorrow we're heading into Galle. We're gonna check out a bunch of things that the owner of this villa that we're staying at has told us to check out. That Steve, the owner of this beautiful villa, he's recommended a ton of things for us to do, so we're gonna check that out tomorrow. But man, does this dinner smell good. A home-cooked meal after a month of dining out. Nothing better. Okay, we've just jumped back in the tuk-tuk. We are heading to a beach that you guys have recommended to us, as well as the owner of the villa. He's mentioned that we should go check it out. So we're just gonna head there first, and then we've got a couple other places that we want to check out, including a turtle hatchery, which I'm very excited about. Should be a pretty good day. The weather is finally beautiful. We've got some sun, so grateful. We've had a awesome couple of days just relaxing and getting organized, doing laundry, all the boring stuff, and we feel actually ready for our big road trip that we're about to begin, but still just getting a little bit of practice in the tuk-tuk before we take off. All right, we're making a quick detour because we've just spotted this beautiful Buddha and this beautiful temple. This is one of the most amazing drives I've ever done. Like, there's way too much to look at.
This is why having your own transport here, or really anywhere, is so good, because you can be driving along and just see something and pull over. Whereas if you're in a taxi or whatever, like, you don't really have that option.
So I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce this place, but I think it's Hiriketiya. It's another popular tourist destination. I think it's a bit smaller though than like Welligama, but we were told that this is also a good like destination for digital nomads as well. So worth checking out too if you're a nomad or a tourist. It's very beautiful so far. Let's see what the beach looks like.
Maybe. I like it. Okay, it's a pretty cool little town. Lots of like budget hotels here, I think. Looks like it's pretty touristy. But we're gonna head off because we're gonna get to this turtle hatchery today before it shuts. We're just having a coconut here at this restaurant because the guys let us park here and they said they'd look after the tuk-tuk or keep an eye on it while we're here. They just wanted us to buy a drink or something, so we're gonna do that in return. 100 kilos.
That's so big.
Green turtle.
Beautiful.
Green turtle.
Yeah.
This is cool looking.
Yeah, green
They
turtle.
are, they're beautiful. Oh.
Lives for 150 to 200 years.
Wow. Whoa, look how big they are.
We've got some babies that hatched this morning.
Wow. Ah, so cute.
So they collect the eggs. You collect the eggs from the beach, and they keep them here for 2 months, and then they hatch. And as soon as they hatch, as long as it's the right season, they let them out during the night. They used to kill these turtles and make like jewelry and stuff with the shell, but now it's illegal. Last 20 years.
How long how do they make? Meat is doing the teeth up in the water.
Like this.
This one?
Yeah. Meat.
Pretty similar, I guess.
Yeah. I'm not sure that the camera is going to actually pick up the sheer size of these ones, but they are absolutely massive. I've never seen anything like it. It's like a dinosaur. Look at the size of it.
It's huge. That was pretty cool, honestly. They're doing pretty good work. It's 2,000 rupees per person to go in there and get the tour and everything, which is very cheap, and like obviously it goes to a good cause. You can donate a little bit more if you want. We donate a little bit extra. All the tanks and everything that are there have been donated, so yeah, it's pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, they're doing awesome work. I'm like obsessed with the cows here. I don't know who owns them, but they just walk around on the streets like just like dogs or like any other animal. I'm not like, I love it. It's so good. There's no rules. They just wander around. It's so good.
Alright, so we just got to the Galle Fort, which is a really old, I guess, city you would call it, which is built in like 1500s or something. And it was built by the Portuguese, and then the Dutch took over. There's still people that like live in here, and there's businesses and everything. It's really cool, like old buildings that are really well kept, and apparently it's one of the only structures that survived the huge Boxing Day tsunami back in 2005, I think it was. So we're going to check it out. Okay, we underestimated how big this joint is, so instead of walking around, we're just going to drive our tuk-tuk around it, because there's a lot of tuk-tuk tours, it looks like, actually driving through the fort, so why not do that instead, huh?
Danayama
Wow, it's crazy busy here, but definitely worth the trip. It's so beautiful. Stunning. Lucky we got some sunshine for this, and coming at sunset, probably our best idea. Guys, we have officially just set off on what might be our most adventurous thing we've ever done. We are driving across Sri Lanka in a tuk-tuk. We're on our way to Yala, but we're having a quick pit stop at a small town that we can't pronounce, and this is really, really exciting. And we've also got the best weather to start our journey on. Hopefully it stays this way. I'm so excited. After yesterday, spending the day in Galle and just touring around, all the things we got to see in the tuk-tuk, I think this is the best decision we've ever made. I can't wait to see everything that we're going to see. We're going to see so much of this country. Okay, not a strong start. I think we got too distracted and excited about the music. We went the wrong way. We've just added a little bit to our trip, but that's okay. Luckily, it's a beautiful drive, and we want to see as much as we can, so it's not a big deal. But we've kind of just driven inland for no reason, and now we're driving back towards the coast, so oh well.
Okay, I don't know if it's just because we're tourists driving a tuk-tuk, but everyone keeps beeping at us and like waving or like getting our attention. I pulled over and like double checked everything, like nothing's wrong. So I'm assuming it's just because we're a couple of foreigners driving a tuk-tuk around and everyone's like getting our attention, hopefully. I was paranoid about like a flat tire or maybe we're leaking oil or something, but it seems all good.
Coke Zero? Coke Zero? Diet Coke? Just regular? Okay, thank you. I hadn't had any trouble finding Coke Zero till now. Guess it's just not in the shops, but you can get it in all the restaurants. Maybe I'm being too picky. No Coke Zero, just regular Coke.
The other joint too.
I think this might be a place too. We really want a drink and we can't seem to find anywhere that has Coke Zero. I find regular Coke just way too sweet. Try somewhere else. We almost just saw the biggest collision and we almost were part of it, eh?
Well, there's a tuk-tuk in front of us and a car came in the opposite lane going so fast, and then they both swerved at the last minute, and we were about like 5 meters behind this tuk-tuk, so that car probably would have taken us out too.
Yeah, terrifying.
God. This is
And
actually
popcorns.
the best grocery store I've seen since we've been in Sri Lanka.
Really? How much was petrol?
It was like just under half full, and I filled it up and it was 1,700 rupees.
Traffic jam. Holy.
Oh shit.
So many.
We just pulled up to a really nice beach. It's called Hiriketiya, I think. It was recommended to us by a few people. Looks like a good chill spot. There's really good surf. There's a poke bowl restaurant here, but we've just realised we have a bit of a problem because we have all of our luggage and stuff with us, and so if we go do anything, like we're just leaving our stuff in the tuk-tuk. No one watching it. No way to lock it up or anything, so we can't really do anything.
We didn't really realize that. Didn't really pop into our minds with this. So that is one limitation that having the tuk-tuk and all our stuff has, but I might just go for a walk and see if I can find somewhere that we can park and maybe we can keep an eye on stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind one of these poke bowls.
Yeah, I'd like one too. Okay, I'll go for a walk and see what I can find.
We just took our backpacks with all our like valuables in it and left our luggage in the tuk-tuk, because if that gets stolen, it's just clothes, which would suck, but like it's not the end of the world. And I'm not just gonna not have lunch or anything because our luggage is in our tuk-tuk. And it's only 10 meters up the road anyway. I think
And
we'll be
it's
right.
locked too.
The luggage is locked.
The luggage is locked.
Yeah, but that doesn't help us.
No, but they can't get into it.
I'm sure I can figure out how to crack a luggage
Yeah,
lock.
true.
But we just stopped for a poke bowl here, which looks awesome. We got about another hour drive for our overnight stop. It's a place called Tissamaharama. It's sort of like in between here and Yala. It's a good overnight stop. There's a couple of temples and stuff to see there, but not much else really. But we'll just rest, and then we're going to try and hit the road like early morning tomorrow so that we can get to the Yala National Park early and hopefully see some wildlife.
That was an excellent poke bowl. Definitely recommend it. It's called Malu Poke, I think. Definitely check it out. It's so delicious. Worth a stop. We're gonna head back on the road. Luggage is still here. We survived. I was just thinking we're probably gonna purchase like a bike lock if we can find one. I think that'll be the best if we can like lock the bags in here, so just in case we do need to step out. But most of the time we'll be leaving them at the hotel, but just in case, I think that's probably the best idea. Park soon. We just saw the biggest monkey I've ever seen in my life. It was huge and its tail was like a meter long. Lloyd just told me that apparently there's wild moose here. I don't really believe him, but if we see one, I guess he'll prove me wrong.
There's one.
That's a cow. I got so excited. Hopefully we see a lot of wildlife. I'm so excited. Probably need to be careful around those monkeys because it was huge. Okay, we're just about to pull into our hotel. There's a temple that we want to visit, but we have no service at the moment, so we have no idea how to get there. We're just hoping that we can log into some Wi-Fi when we get to the hotel, and then we can go catch it before the sun sets. This hotel's in a beautiful location. We're out in these beautiful rice paddies. Hello! What's your name? Nice to meet you! If you smile and wave at anyone in Sri Lanka, they will always smile and wave back. It is beautiful. The most lovely people. But we should be arriving at our hotel soon. I really hope we can hit this temple before the sun sets. Make it to the temple in time. Feels very local where we're staying. We're just staying in like a more budget hotel because it's just one night. It's called Serenity. We'll leave the link to it in the description. See, it's locally owned. It's nothing fancy, but it does the trick. So we'll leave it in the description. I came very underprepared just because we've been rushing. I didn't think about what I was wearing, and I feel a bit disrespectful going in there with what I'm wearing at the moment. So I might not head inside, but the size of it from outside, if you can see it behind me, it's massive. It's so beautiful. But everyone else is dressed very nice, and I feel yuck. So I don't want to disrespect anybody. We'll get some outside shots, maybe a little drone.
Yeah, everybody's like dressed to the nines, covered up. There's no signs or anything. There's no one saying anything, but yeah, it feels a bit weird.
Yeah.
We're both. I got like shorts and thongs on, and Mandy's got like yoga outfit on.
Yeah. I'm spewing. If we hadn't have taken our luggage out of here, I would have been able to just put other clothing on. We're gonna head to the main part of town and find something for dinner. Maybe something local. We'll see what's around. I don't know if many tourists hang around this area or not, but everyone's very excited by us. It's so lovely. Okay, we've just come to the highest rated restaurant in Tissa. It's called Chef Lady, and I think this is really smart. They've put the menu on a dry erase board. Really smart. So if anything changes, you can actually just erase it. Take note, restaurants. I bet that beer tastes good after that drive.
So good. You would have thought by now, after doing like so many road trips on scooters and the RV and now the tuk-tuk, when something says it's going to take 3 hours, it's going to take 5. I always just see the map and assume it's like that's how long it's going to take, and it never is. We left at 11 today, and it is 6 o'clock. We stopped for lunch.
Stop for lunch and also to film quite a bit.
Yeah, but it was about 5, easy.
Yeah.
So yeah, this beer's going down very good. We just got up super early because we want to go through, we're heading to Yala, we want to go through the Yala National Park in the morning to hopefully see some wildlife, because I think early in the morning is when they'll probably be out. I just checked the oil and we're all good. Didn't get the best sleep last night because the people next to us were very loud. That's kind of what you get at a budget hotel.
Is what it is, huh?
We haven't got a hotel in Galle yet, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually go find one before we book it online and check it out and make sure everything's all good. And get a good sleep tonight, hopefully.
We've been having real trouble with the ATMs here. Like, I'm not sure if they just like run out of cash or something, but so many of them we cannot get money out. And of course the hotel's machine is broken right now, so we can't pay for our night's stay. And Lloyd's trying to get cash out and none of the ATMs are working, and we're losing our morning light that we got up so early for while he's running around trying to get cash out.
We're just driving around looking for an ATM that works, because the hotel does not take credit card at the moment. For some reason in Sri Lanka, 99% of ATMs don't take our card. I don't know why. It seems to work everywhere when we want to pay for something, but almost every time I go to the ATM it doesn't work.
Alright, we got it sorted. We're on our way. NDB Bank seems to be the one to go with. The owner of the hotel did mention another one. Can't remember the name of it, but NDB is the only one that's worked for us so far.
Commercial bank worked for me in Colombo, but everywhere else it hasn't worked. So I honestly think it's just luck of the draw. Just try like
all of them.
Just try 5 to 10 ATMs and you'll be able to get money out.
Okay, we've just passed where all the safaris, like safari cars, start off, and we've beat them. It looks like they've just started loading people up into the Jeeps. That makes me feel better. I thought we were really late and that we've missed everything, but the lighting's beautiful right now. This is why I love having our own transportation, that we can do things on our own time.
Spotted an elephant about halfway to Yala on the road. There's a motorbike ahead of us. He's stopped. I'm guessing he's waiting for a car. we're gonna wait for a truck or a car to help us pass because we don't really want to.
Anger him.
Yeah.
But he's so beautiful.
What do we do? Do we just go for it or what? Those motorbikes didn't care. They just went straight through. But I've heard stories of elephants trying to get food from tuk-tuks. They think there's food in them because idiots do feed them in the tuk-tuk. And I've seen photos of tuk-tuks tipped over, but those motorbikes just went straight through, huh?
This guy's going through. She just fed it bananas. Now we're never getting through. I thought you weren't supposed to feed them.
That's the problem. You're not supposed to feed them. They're coming out here because people are feeding them. Yeah, so I think that woman throwing bananas at it is the problem. That's why the elephants are coming out to the road. And they think they're going to get fed, and that's why it makes it hard for people to drive through.
It doesn't even seem to want the bananas, it's just eating the tree. Is it safe to drive? Yeah, we could drive? No? Wait? Okay. Oh, it's leaving anyway. See what happens here.
Do we do it?
Yeah.
Now heavy vehicle backside to going.
Yeah.
Heavy vehicle.
Heavy
Backside.
vehicle, backside. So wait for a truck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are you going?
Ella. Yeah.
Your country?
Australia.
Sri
Yeah.
Lanka. Good.
Very good.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Australia, Sri Lanka, cricket.
Cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you. It seems pretty comfortable with the cars and stuff that are... Oh, here comes a... Okay, Jeep's coming. That bus just pushed it off the road.
Not a good time to be stalling the gears.
I'm really not sure if the camera picked that up, but the bus that was coming towards us pushed the elephant off the road. That was wild to watch. Oh my goodness. Lloyd stalling the tuk-tuk when we're trying to go past it. Oh, that was chaos, but we got to see an elephant. That was awesome.
Okay, I was in such a panic and wanted to get right behind that bus when we were crossing the elephant that I left the e-brake on. so it wasn't going into gear, and then I was freaking out more that we were going to stall and be stuck sitting right in front of this massive elephant.
Alright, we've almost made it to Yala. We're just driving through the mountains at the moment, and we've just spotted what might be the most beautiful waterfall ever. I've just come out to get some footage of it, and I just about got jumped on by a monkey. There's so many monkeys up in these trees, and they're massive. There's just way too much to look at. We've stopped like a million times. This is like a content creator's dream here.
So it took us 4 hours to get here.
Double time again.
Having a much needed breakfast and coffee, and then we're gonna go try and find a hotel to stay at. Instead of booking online this time, we're actually gonna go and find one and have a look, because we're gonna spend a few days here, so we're gonna go and have a rest because we've been up since like 5 o'clock. Okay, we found a pretty good hotel. The problem is it's up on the top of a massive hill. I don't know if the tuk-tuk's going to get up there, so we're going to walk up first, see what the deal is, see if they've got a room, and then see if we can take a tuk-tuk up there. Otherwise, we might have to leave it there.
Very hilly here.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi there, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Yes.
You have any room for tonight?
Yes, we have many rooms.
Many rooms?
Happy nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, madam.
Hello.
You have big camera.
Yeah.
What is this?
Windsock.
Microphone.
Microphone. Yes. We do YouTube.
I speak in.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi.
Hi.
Excellent. Okay. You can look.
We have our tuk-tuk. Yeah. It'll come up?
Yeah. Many tuk.
It's okay?
Okay. I can. You want to?
Yeah? Can you do it?
1 minute moment.
Okay. Nice.
So you just got to put it in first gear and absolutely punch it.
Yeah. Do you have Wi-Fi?
Also here.
You also have Wi-Fi? Okay.
This one here.
Oh, this is nice. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
This one. It's good.
Yeah. This is very nice.
Here.
Yeah. Yeah. I like this one. I do too. We'll stay here. Just pick what you're in.
Took my shoes off at some point, I don't know where. I'm gonna have to walk around the hotel. He's showing us every room. I'm gonna have to do a lap of the hotel to find my shoes.
big waterfall, you see?
Yes.
wow.
On the way. And there are also facilities here. You want to be also. You can see, come in. Natural air condition.
I don't
Yeah,
think we
it is.
really need
It
it.
is pretty cold.
It is. Oh, look at the waterfall.
Adam's Peak, where's that
Adam's
over
Peak,
here?
this one. Now it's topside cloudy. This one
Okay.
Adam's Peak.
Yeah.
This one Alarok. Alarok topside cloudy.
Colour Rock,
The Ravana Cave jungle inside.
yeah.
Waterfall.
Yeah.
Ella Gap, this mountain.
And you can see it all from here.
No, I think 20 minutes. That's clear, you know, sunrise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sun.
Wow.
Maybe 20 minutes clear, but weather I don't know.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is the new way of doing things because we just showed up and the guys like showed us every room. He's like, you can have whatever room you want, and even let us sort of like bargain a price, and we get to see the room before we book it online. There's a few different options, like there's ones with AC, there's ones with a really nice view, so it's kind of a hard decision. But because we're up in the mountains and it's already not hot, I don't reckon we need AC.
I don't think so.
That one he just showed us had a really nice view,
Yeah.
and he's really excited that we're gonna make some cool videos and photos here. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
We got here just in time. Picked a room. Starts pouring rain.
As soon as we go.
Yeah. We think we picked the room with the best Wi-Fi, hopefully. The owner's very excited that we're here. It's awesome. He's so funny.
It just looks like a normal tree with a couple of jackfruits.
Yeah, they don't look like they belong there.
This morning when we woke up, we saw the owner. He was looked like he was throwing stuff at some monkeys here because they were trying to get on the roof. There's monkeys all around us, frogs, so many sounds, eh? But it's cool.
It's so beautiful and peaceful.
We woke up to the best view this morning. We slept with our blinds open because it was completely dark and watched the sunrise as we woke up. It's been the best place to stay. Can't believe we found it for so cheap.
It's a gem.
Yeah.
Hello, sweetheart. Are you okay? Oh, you like me today? Yeah.
Sort of like a tile sort of thing, what do you think?
Looks like it.
Jam, so a little bit of toast.
Incredible.
Thank you.
Thank you. Royalty.
I didn't know what to expect and I've been pretty impressed. Look at this avocado, man.
It's huge. So fresh. Massive. Well, the drive here to Ella was absolutely incredible. Just an incredible start to our adventure. I felt like there was a bit of a lesson in yesterday in the sense that I got a little bit flustered when we woke up early and then like the banking wasn't working and we couldn't get money out and just everything wasn't working. But if that hadn't happened, we probably wouldn't have caught that elephant on the road. So it's kind of just a good reminder that life is happening for us and not to us. Just thought I'd mention that. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in next week's episode. Bye.
Is there some place for safety I could go?